It was just a normal weeknight, school night. Zaidee went to bed around about 7:30.
I'd been nagging her to get to bed because it was late, and she was trying to get all her Christmas cards written for her friends in her class at school.
It was around about 9 o'clock and my wife said, Zaidee, get that light off and go to sleep.
And she'd not long been in bed. She came running out of the bedroom screaming, saying she had a pain in her head and she was asking me to fix it.
Moments after that, she collapsed unconscious in my wife's arms.
We raced her up to the local hospital, which is only a few minutes away.
Within seconds, there was 12, 13 people around Zaidee trying to work out what was wrong. 20 minutes later, they sat us down and said, unfortunately, there's a bleed in Zaidee's brain, and we're going to call for an air ambulance to fly down to Royal Children's Hospital for emergency brain surgery.
You could hear the bipping of the machines and stuff that Zaidee was on. And at one stage, the noise changed in the machine. And I just knew that she'd gone.
So when we arrived at the hospital, they took Zaidee in for an operation to see if there was anything they could possibly do. 3 hours after they came out and said, unfortunately, the bleed is too severe. And Kim and I just sat there for about 45 minutes holding Zaidee. She looked the same. She was our little daughter, she was a little girl, but she was dead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zaidee. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray!
When we were in the hospital and we knew that Zaidee had died, the only thing that made us get through the next few hours was the fact that she was going to be a tissue and organ donor.
What are you doing, Zaidee? Zaidee? Are you eating Barbie?
Yep.
It's something you never ever think will happen. So when we registered as donors, we never thought that it would be her.
Second jump. It goes.
I would have been 10 when she passed away. She was always bubbly and excited about anything. Just weird walking into a room or setting the table even that normally would set for 4 and now all of a sudden it's 3.
When she went in the hospital, they just cut the pyjamas off her. They've got her smell.
We'd never think 12 years ago we'd be doing the campaigns that we'd be doing now after my daughter Zaidee died.
The Australian One Day team are promoting organ and tissue donation awareness by using Zaidee's rainbow shoelaces.
These were Zaidee's baby shoes when she was small, and she actually had rainbow laces in her shoes.
Zaidee was the only child in Victoria in 2004 under the age of 16 to be an organ and tissue donor.
It's a hard conversation to have, especially young guys. You feel that you're invincible and you're going to live forever, and it's not something you really think about.
Death is pretty grim. With the rainbow shoelaces and socks and everything we do in my daughter's memory, it's a bright, colourful day.
Smells like boys.
With the socks, you can see them a mile away, as you can tell.
It looks great, doesn't it?
You can certainly see which team's your team.
Yeah. Hi, girls. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kate, and the whole reason we're doing this rainbow round today is to raise awareness about organ donation. I need a double transplant to save my life.
My sister Kate, she's been on the waiting list for 5 years now as a result of type 1 diabetes from when she was 4 years old.
She's not going to need those body parts where she is now, but there's other people that do.
Hello, Kate.
How are you going? If I don't get my transplant in the next 24 months, I won't be here.
More than 150,000 Australians die every year, yet less than 600 donate their organs and tissues.
It's one of those things you wake up every day and say, is it my day for a transplant?
I am end stage. There's no more stages. I am terminal.
There's about a 15% chance of dying on the waiting list.
It's really scary.
When she was 6.5, she turned to Mum one day and said, Mum, if anything happened to me, I think I might want to donate my organs to other kids. 7 months later, she donated both the corneas to 2 4-year-old children that had eye problems since birth. She donated both the kidneys to a middle-aged mum, someone in the 40s that was on dialysis for 6 years. She donated a liver to an 8-year-old girl. She donated a heart valve to a newborn baby that needed open heart surgery. And if Zaidee didn't die at that time, that little baby may not have lived. What Zaidee gave in death was what we might not ever do when we're alive, and that is save someone else's life. Thanks, guys.
I vomited so bad this morning. I've been vomiting for 15 days now.
So you told Di that, did you?
No, I told them no. I broke down today. I've had enough, and I said to them, I'm at a point now where I want to say, don't even do the dialysis, and just let me go. I'm over it. I'm dead
That's
set
not
over
even
it.
up for consideration. So
Mum,
I know
you've got to let me vent and say these things.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't like to hear it. That's all.
Yep. Well, I'll just go top of the tree. I used to be so optimistic, and it's really hard because I always put on this act that I'm okay with everything.
I know you've got a vent and everything. It's very hard to hear you say those words, that's all.
Mum, it's been 5 years. There comes a point where you have to go quality over quantity, and there comes a point where you go, I've had enough.
I know you've had enough, but you've got to keep fighting. You've just got to.
For who? Who am I fighting for now?
You.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you now, I'm not. Today was a bad day. I feel like I'm at breaking point, and I'm only fighting because I don't want to be a coward and let them down. I'm honestly not fighting for me. I haven't been fighting for me for about 18 months.
Kate, how much do you want that sugar on?
No.
There you go. Let me do your blood pressure.
I'm going to put it in your mouth. Yeah.
I feel so bad for you. He buried his mum 2 years ago. He buried his nan a year ago. He cared for them both, and now he's got a sick terminal girlfriend.
Why are you shaking like that? What do you think it is?
That's why I put off for 5 years being with him, because I didn't want to be another burden. I hate that he has to help me put my bra on every morning. I hate that he has to clean my sick buckets or rub my legs, or I hate that the first conversation that all his friends say on the phone is, how's Kitty?
We have days where I have to beg her to keep breathing. I've been in that hospital holding her hand, and she's begged the doctors to let her go. And I've got angry and said, you're not going anywhere, cut it out.
Not an option.
And it's not an option, and don't even think about it. There's been many of those days. And they're the days that
they get there.
Yeah.
I think sometimes about withdrawing from dialysis. One of my close friends that was on the machine, she withdrew not that long ago. and sometimes you feel like there's not really a light at the end of that tunnel. You feel like it's just a tunnel. I can see why people withdraw from it, and it wouldn't take long. I mean, apparently it's a reasonably peaceful death because you basically drown in your own lungs. But I don't know, I just get fluid overloaded on a Sunday night sometimes, and I just have trouble breathing, and it feels horrific to me.
Hi, it's Siobhan from the Tissue Typing Lab at the Royal Brisbane. I've just emailed you through the list of potential recipients for the donor we've had today.
Hello, Woody speaking.
Hi Peter, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
They have found a kidney for you.
Oh, really?
The match is looking pretty good, mate.
Oh, what?
Are you fit to travel at the moment?
I've just come off dialysis now, yeah.
Can you get to Perth?
Yep.
Can you come now?
I'm good to go, yeah, I can be there soon.
It's your lucky day, Peter.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Sure am.
Oh.
So it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster ride for the next few weeks. Doing it for a third time's quite a complex business. So we're not expecting it's going to work straight away.
Okay.
Often happens when the kidneys have to be stored and shipped a long distance. Only about 1/3 of them are going to work straight away. So it's likely you might have to stay on some dialysis.
Yeah, oh, fingers crossed, eh? When I was 11, my kidneys failed and I ended up in hospital. It turned out that I had this autoimmune disease, and it means your body's immune system's attacking itself, basically. Probably 19, 20, I had my first transplant, and that just didn't work. I was in hospital quite ill for the whole year that I had that, and then I ended up back on dialysis in 2001. I had my second transplant. Never worked really properly, but it kept me off the machine for around about 10 years, and in that time, you know, I met a girl and had a relationship, and I got to be a bit normal there for a little while.
So the surgeon will be in later to have a look at your belly and try and decide where he wants to put the kidney. And we wait for the kidneys due to arrive from Brisbane about 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah, how long ago you have your renal transplant done before?
My first one was about 28 years ago.
All right.
Because I've already had two, I've got antibodies. Everybody has their own antibodies in their system, but I've got the antibodies of myself and 2 other kidneys. So it's going to be a bit of a harder match. And my doctor said I've only got really like a 1 in 5 chance of living past 12 months. Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Can I go and stay here, Mama?
Hello, mate.
Can I go and stay here?
Hey, Noah. Hello, little man.
When should we take one?
My day's been great, thanks.
Okay.
But I'm getting so tired, I'm barely able to keep my eyes open. Oh, thank you. Good night, darling. Thank you. Love you too, darling. Thank you for everything. See ya. Bye. Just beautiful. I might see him grow up to be the age that Cara is now. You know, to think that I might see him go through school and go through high school and friends and camping and all that kind of thing. I never thought I'd see that, you know.
Levi was a Christmas Eve baby, and then about 9 days old we noticed that he was puffing up in his eyes, and we thought that it might have been an allergy or something like that. So I called his dad and I said, look, I think I'm just going to take him to the hospital. What do you reckon? And he goes, yep, let's get this sorted once and for all. And that was the day our lives literally flipped upside down. Levi is now 17 months old, and we've been coming to Monash Children's for 16 months straight. He comes in for regular infusions at least twice a week. His kidneys don't keep protein within the blood, so he urinates it out. So now he has regular infusions to bring the fluid back into the bloodstream. Next Monday, he will actually be having his first major surgery, which will be where they remove a kidney. What about the blue one? This is the first big step towards the transplant, so it's really, it's just, yeah, really scary.
G'day, I'm Bill Mully.
Nice to meet you, I'm Alice. How are you going?
Have a seat.
Thank you.
All right, how are things going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, you've just seen the surgeon.
Yes, Levi needs to grow a bit more. There's enough room for the kidney to go in, but it'll be pushing it.
So he's going to have a kidney taken out soon?
Yeah. So did he also have a look at you from a surgical point of view?
No, he just asked us which one's donating and we kind of just went, well...
Are you a smoker?
Yes. And are you a smoker?
No.
Currently smoking?
Yes. And do you drink alcohol?
No.
None.
None.
So one of the non-negotiables
He's
for
quitting.
our unit is quitting smoking to be a donor, and that's...
Have you ever had problems with blood pressure?
No.
You said there were no kidney problems in the family. Anything else that runs in the family?
Most of the family's died of old age, so...
So with the tissue typing, what they look at essentially is 6 antigens and see whether they match between you and Levi. What is good for Levi about your tissue typing is that your 6, each one match Levi.
That's good.
So the implications for that are that if you donate to him, then he's unlikely to form antibodies. Then rejection is much less likely than if he gets a kidney from his dad, where he does have differences. So it's good in that way.
So much of cystic fibrosis is having to really watch your body and know what your lungs are doing. And so for me, you have to become very vigilant to your body's condition. And how easy that is for me to slip over to be really anxious and hyper-vigilant. And it feels very self-obsessed and very self-absorbed, especially not being able to work now. Christ, it's all about me, and I think, fuck, I must be so boring. You know? All I'm doing is coughing and banging on about coughing. And the coughing or talking about it. It's like, shit, it must be so boring. Yeah, but it is boring, actually. I was 2 years old when I was diagnosed. I grew up hearing, oh, you'll be dead at 21. But I was quite lucky because I stayed well very young, so I went to uni and worked and deliberately had a child very young so that I could spend as much of my life with her as possible. For her, it's normal. It's what she grew up with. It's what she knew when she was a baby. She'd be in hospital with me growing up there for some parts of it. So my lung function has had like a few dips. Well, when I lost about 20% really rapidly, that was really scary, and we thought, that's when we started talking about transplant. Because you list when you've got 50% chance of lasting 2 years, pretty much.
There are 1,600 Aussies on our organ donation waiting list at any time, but we're still only 20th in a list of countries by donation rates, well behind Spain, Croatia and Belgium, all of which have an opt-out system, which research shows leads to higher transplant rates. So with the opt-out system getting positive results overseas, should Australia make the switch?
Across Victoria, Drive with Tom Elliott.
24-4. Now, I'm not the only one who thinks this, but I honestly believe that with organ donation in this country, we have it round the wrong way. At the moment, if you wish to donate your organs, you have to make that election before you die. It is opt-in. Joining me in the studio now is the father of a little girl called Zaidee, Alan Turner. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Tom.
Obviously, it's a very emotive issue, the whole idea of opt-out versus opt-in.
There's a number of issues, Tom. I think firstly, if you look at the leading countries around the world, out of the top 36, 25 of those countries follow the opt-out system. The top 5 countries follow the opt-out system. I think if you're in a situation that you could do something to help improve the donation rate, now this is no silver bullet, but it will allow the conversation to 18 million Australians to have a conversation, do you or don't you want to be an organ and tissue donor? If you don't, sign a form to opt out.
Spain is the world leader when it comes to organ and tissue donation. For every million people in Spain, 36 people donate. In Australia, for every million, we get less than 17 people that donate. So half the rate is what Spain does.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barcelona.
So we're thinking, let's go out and we look at other countries around the world and look how they are successful in increasing organ and tissue donation.
So my name's Charlotte. I'm one of the specialist nurses for organ donation, and I'm based in South Wales in the UK. Prior to me starting my post, I did a dissertation looking at whether the opt-out system could improve our organ donation rates.
Organ donation in UK relies on family consent, and sadly there are 3 to 4 patients are dying every day while waiting for a transplant.
About 600 patients are dead because of a lack of organ.
27,000 patients are in the waiting list for transplantation. And unfortunately, every day, 10 of them die.
We have an opt-out system since 1979.
We're an opt-in country.
We have an opt-out system, presumed consent.
We have now an opt-in system in the Netherlands, and we want to change to an opt-out. And
you want to change to opt-out?
We are an opt-out country.
In the U.S., all states have the designation for organ donor available on your license.
In Australia, we dropped the tick in the box on the licence many years ago. There's only one state that actually runs that now.
We're the second most effective country in the world. Right now, we're at about 29 donors per million population.
The most important thing is not when you are asking for the donation. The most important thing is how you face the family from the very beginning of the story.
We care for the family. We help them understand and what that person would have liked to do.
What I've seen when I speak with families that had said yes or no to organ donation, they feel a relief that they don't have to make a decision. They just have to confirm the wish of the deceased, and it's not about them, it's about the loved one that has deceased.
So we don't, let's say, impose the option of organ donation, but we invite people to participate of something that we believe is good for our society, because of course we save lives, we improve the quality of life of many people, but organ donation also is an expression of the kind of community that we are. So organ donation goes beyond saving lives, it makes us be a better society.
I don't think opt-out is a magic bullet. But what it does, it changes the focus on the subject. Everyone says, at the end of life, bang, you're an automatic donor. And I'm going to donate to save someone else's life. It's part of the culture, as it is in Spain. So we need to change the system now, so our kids that need transplants in another 10 years, get them automatically, we hope.
Nice shorts, Reese.
I'm sure it's all of this. Copious ones out.
I need to give you a big kiss before I go in, but you be brave. I love you boys. Okay.
Kiss for Mum.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying.
Kiss for Mum. Good boy.
Can you tell me what procedure we're having now?
I'm having a left.
Oh my goodness. I'm getting excited.
My kidney's coming out. That's all I can say right now.
What is Nana doing?
Is Nana being silly?
Yep.
I'm donating my kidney to my son today.
You pop that off?
Yeah, pop it off.
2-year-old kid should not know how to do this stuff.
Oh, I know.
Worst case scenario, just take what you need.
donate to as many people.
I know, I'm down.
Take care of it.
We will.
She's given you life twice now, mate.
True faucet, thanks. Alright, hold that too. I'm a transplant surgeon, so this is what I do. But it surprises you every time. What people do for one another, what friends do for each other, what family members do for each other. It's not a small operation, and this has long-term consequences. And it just makes the operation just that little bit more stressful because she's doing it for the benefit of somebody else. So it's an operation that she herself does not need to have. So you want everything to go well for the sake of her, as well as the sake of her son. And put the gel port back on, make sure she's okay. It's a nice kidney, that one. That went well. Very happy with that. So hopefully it'll work well in Levi. Hey, my baby.
Thank you.
Thank you for being for Levi, baby.
That's
No, I just want to make sure that whatever's coming out of the vein is clear, which it is. Let's do it. We've got an hour.
7856274 Levi Walters.
I'm starting to attach Alice's kidney onto him now. Okay, the arterial clamps, please. So far, so good. That's the kidney in here. And we're about to take the clamps off, which means his blood will go into Alice's kidney. Here we go. Clamps coming off. And you can see the changing colour of the kidney. That looks nice. I think that went well. The kidney looks very nice.
I was stuck out my eyes this morning when I saw my son standing there this morning. I made my day, mate. Because I just thought, oh, phew, got through that bit. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Hello.
I don't think many people have 3 kidney transplants.
No, that's right. I still can't believe it.
So is the kidney, because it came from far away, so is it working like kind of, like they said it takes a few days to wake up?
I'm putting out, at the moment, I think it's putting out about over 20 mils an hour by itself. It's probably going better at this stage than my others. And like it's from Queensland, I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to develop a liking for bananas, which I already do. Sorry? Go for a walk. I've only just got out of bed.
It's okay. Walk's really important.
Where would we be walking to? Because that'd be really important.
No, we're terribly excited.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a cafe and a quiet little spot in the corner and an umbrella.
I'd love to. Morning. How are you feeling, Peter?
Feeling great. Oh, life's good, isn't it?
Standing up, pushing up from the bed. You know, if you're dizzy at all.
No, I'm feeling quite good, thanks. I'm not dizzy at all. All right, exciting times.
Return to the left. Okay, looking up,
You're
looking
right.
forward.
Okay.
How far do you want to go? Up to the nursing desk?
Yeah, as far as you want to push me, I'm right, I reckon.
Okay.
At 48, I'll be 49 at the end of the year. Oh, yeah, I really would just like to travel if it was successful after a year. I mean, for the first year, you know, you're constantly getting your blood monitored and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I'd love to have a full-time job. I'd love to get up at 7 o'clock every morning and go to work and come home at 5 and have a weekend.
I feel like I can breathe really deep now.
That might be the last throat clearing you ever hear from me. That might be the last cough. Because my lungs are never going to need to cough. Oh my God, I might be able to sing. Well, I'm trying to prep my body. I'm going, okay, little body, you're about to be really cracked open. Yeah, man, I'm fucking scared. And I just very grateful for these little lungs that have got me so far already. And I guess they'll go in the bin. Hello. Are you all right? I'm washed. Oh, no, it's not the other thing every day. Oh, that was war. Yeah, I was doing really good. Oh, you're not allowed to sit on my bed. No one's allowed to contaminate my bed. I brought a chair for you. Sweet. Because now I've got perfect airways, but I'm immunocompromised. So I have to. And everyone's, like the nurses said they've never seen someone before be in hospital and everyone just come along on their bed and kiss them and cuddle them. And I'm like, oh, well, my whole life has been hospital and that's how I've...
Just hospital that has turned it into home.
Yeah.
Just come give me a cuddle.
Yeah.
Give us a deep breath now. Hold there, hold that.
Enough?
Yeah, you cough it on.
So
And again?
not coughing up. No kissing.
Oh, no kissing. She got to those pyjamas we were admiring the other day.
I know.
Fabulous.
I'm heaps better. Look, I've got no more IV drugs. So this is a chest. It's my last chest drain.
Right. Gurgle, gurgle.
Yeah, I don't really want it making that gurgle, to be honest. Oh, it's twisted, I think. It gets twisted and then it doesn't work properly. Oh, that's okay now.
So, yes, it's just draining.
Yeah. I'm hugging today. I'm not kissing, but I'm hugging.
Am I hugging?
Hugging.
Well, I hug today. Oh. When it's all settled down, are you going to try and find out who the donor is?
Yeah. I think my understanding is that I write a letter.
Yeah.
And I write a letter and I say thank you. And I say,
We can say thank you.
Yeah, and just say thank you and talk about the things that I can now do.
Yes.
When Mum was wasted, she was actually telling us that she wants to make them our family and we can live near them and we can be friends with their grandmas and everyone.
I don't know, I just feel really honoured and that want to have a good life for these lungs as well.
You honour them and the person, yourself,
that died.
Your life, and the person who's made it possible.
Yeah.
said the toe, because it's this middle toe, these two toes will go like that, and they won't even notice it sometimes. She'll notice, yeah, but a stranger looking at her foot's not going to necessarily notice unless they study her foot. He was saying that if they do the antibiotics, it could be weeks leading into months of antibiotic treatment, and the outcome would probably be the same. And of course, the way I understood the way he said it was that would obviously take a lot longer to get her back onto the list. But then it's just
better for her.
Yeah.
At the same time, she doesn't want to take.
No one wants you to have this done, Kate, but it's very scary how bad it got so quick. So shall I go tell him that I'm ready to see the surgeon?
Yeah.
The bone comes to about here, and at the end of that there's some cartilage that will need to be nibbled away, otherwise that just won't heal because it's got no blood supply. Do we have your permission? No, it's not what you want.
Definitely not what I want.
No. Again.
This is the thing with being on the list. I don't have many luxuries, and this is one that I can't afford to. I can't.
No, it's not water.
I have to. I don't want to die. I wouldn't be on the list if I wanted to die. It's just a lot to take in your 20s. And having amputation.
Yeah. Realistically, what we're going to do is go in there, remove that bit of infected bone and tissue that's around your toe. All right, bandage your foot up, and you'll wake up back up here. Okay, we're going to try and get this done this afternoon.
With really, really good painkillers.
Stunning, best there is. Okay, best there is.
She doesn't want to feel a thing.
That's totally fair enough. Okay. And there's a number of us who can do this, so it could be any one of us.
Do you mind writing the date and with numbers?
I can do that. I can do that.
I prayed that it would get better and we wouldn't be here today, but also because I do work in hospital, and what we see generally is, which I don't share with Kate, they start with a toe, then the next toe, and then it's the foot, and it's the leg, and it just sort of keeps going. So I'm absolutely petrified that's what's going to happen, but I'm not telling her any of that. If she'd had the transplant 4 years ago when they put her on the list, we wouldn't be having an amputation today. And I just think of all those organs that are being buried and cremated that could be used, and not just for Kate, for everybody. It just seems so pointless and such a waste. I'll have my little breakdown when I get into bed tonight, as I always do. I tend to not cry in front of her because I want to stay strong. Come on, we've got to go to market. And that little piggy's not coming back.
Dear donor family, hi, my name's Holly. I've been wanting to write to you for so long, but I thought I'd wait till now, because tomorrow is 6 months to the day that you made the incredible and beautiful choice to give me your loved one's lungs. I'm so sorry that your family member died. You can only imagine the grief you must feel. I also wanted to say thank you. The biggest, strongest, most amazing thank you. Thank you for allowing me to continue to live, and thank you for allowing my friends and family to keep me around. I've done so much in 6 months. Right now, I'm over here in Victoria visiting my daughter, who was my carer for 3 months post-transplant. I haven't been out of fire and pain for years, and I flew here. I haven't been able to go out in cold air for years. We're here up on a mountain, and I can breathe, and I can walk up steps, and I can even sing. And that's all thanks to you. With every beat in my heart and every breath in my body, thank you.
Look at her little hand. Oh.
What's after her operation?
She was just this perfect. All she had was that little bandage that went just down the front here. And that was the only way you could tell that she'd already given all her gifts.
Here goes Zaidee, the biggest jump ever. She goes! Whoa! Jess!
We won't know what she was going to do when she was 18 or 25 or 30. But we know what she did as a 7.5-year-old.
Fabulous jumps.
Yeah, they were good jumps, weren't they?
Yeah.
Before the transplant, doing the dialysis 3 days a week meant that you couldn't go away on overnighters because I had to be at dialysis first thing in the morning. Nearly 2 years after the transplant, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling healthy. I've managed to go down and see snow for the first time. I went and climbed Bluff Knoll down in the state south. That's snow, brother. I've also managed to ride across Australia, ride across to Canberra on my bike and see my daughter and my grandkids.
I don't even
Yeah, it was just amazing. That's been the biggest change, that free time and not being trapped. Especially because I did it for so much of my life, I reckon. I don't think now I'm back to a normal life. I think now I've got a whole new life.
When I got sick, I wrote the most important people in my life a letter, and I've still got those letters. If you are reading this right now, it means that I've been wheeled into surgery because some amazing donor family has decided to make the worst day of their life the best day of their lives for us and has donated their organs, of which I'm about to receive a kidney and a pancreas. I hope for my sake that I do make it out of this surgery, although I am not confident that I will. I want you to know that I have lived a life full of love, I have lived a life full of ambition, and I have lived a life full of goals, all because you told me I could. Hopefully, I'll see you in a couple of hours. If not, it's okay. I had fun. Love, Kate.
The ceremony tonight is a thank you and an honouring of the people who've donated organs and their families. So the families come to honour their loved ones. And then there's a few people who've had transplants and surgeons who say thank you as well. Thank you so much, you know, for giving all these people life.
The night of transplantation is a night of fireworks. It's a night of incredible joy. a night of incredible sadness.
Yeah, so Lockie had only just turned 16, and on the 22nd of December, he came to an intersection. He seemed that he looked right, but he didn't look left, and unfortunately he was involved in a crash with a Transplant bus.
Before we lost Danny, organ donation didn't enter our heads.
He'd suffered a fatal brain injury, and on Christmas Day he passed.
I also reflect on the donors' families, how difficult it is to think about other people during time when you're grieving for your loved ones.
He was 16, you know? So the question is, does this have to be a complete and utter waste? We've got to do something to get some sense of this tragedy for our family and for Lockie. We wanted Lockie to be remembered. We wanted him to leave a legacy, and he's done that.
Like a freeze-dried rose, you will never be what you were to me in memory. But if I listen to the dark, you'll embrace me like a star. Envelop me, envelop me. If things get real for me down here, promise to take me back to the tune we played before you went away. And if I listen to the sound of a white, sometimes I hear your smile and breathe your light. Yeah, if I listen to the sound of a white, you're my mystery, one mystery.
Would you please welcome Claire Duggan and Holly Ralph.
Yeah, I've got cystic fibrosis, which causes respiratory failure as the most common cause of death.
And weeks in hospital at a time?
Yeah, I'd spend weeks in hospital at a time, and a CF would underpin everything I did, every decision. It's because any plan you make at the drop of the hat would just be over. You're in hospital for a month. Also still have to logistically plan for not getting a transplant because so many people don't. Like, we had my daughter's 21st when she was 20, just to get it in.
And what sort of transplant did you have?
I had a double lung a year ago last week. And so actually last night was my lung anniversary party.
Hey, there you go. Excellent.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, absolutely.
Thank you for your story. My brother donated 4 organs January last year, and I've been very disconnected with it. But I don't accept that he's gone. He took his own life. So yeah, I don't. It's just I've been found it really hard to connect to that.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, it's a process, isn't it?
If you just want to chat and that helps you connect, or
Yeah,
I'm really happy to.
So I'll leave you with that. Check out my page. Let me know if you're going to donate a cake.
That's amazing. Why don't give you a cake? Said I can't cook. Well, it's really lovely to meet you. Thanks for sharing.
My brother Mark.
It came nice when you had your transplant.
Yeah, February the 26th. I think that was your family.
Oh, God. Can I cuddle you?
We're going to get Dad. I'll be back in a second.
Sure. What's your name?
My name's Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. And your brother?
Mark.
Yeah. And who was?
We lost our sister, Catherine. She was up there on the screen before. Yeah. And you were right. Your lungs are filled with most energy. And she never smoked, never drank. She took care of your lungs. the most beautiful life.
I made this promise. I'd give these lungs the best life I could.
We buried her in a red dress. Oh, thank you. I wasn't going to come up and say anything, but I couldn't not. I'm sorry.
No, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
This is Catherine's mum. Janine.
Hello.
Hello. This is Holly.
Oh, thanks so much, guys. All these little lungs must love you so much. They must realise my mum. They must be so happy. This is my mum, Peter.
Hello. Right, Catherine's dad, right.
Hello, Rod. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so happy they're going to someone that really needs it.
Yeah, I really did.
Hey.
Oh my God, guys, you've given me my life, and you've given my mum and my two daughters. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Hey, thank you guys.
Yeah. We'll let you go, Holly. Yeah, we'll let you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.